that hot mess that they air in the mornings called The View had to issue not one, not two, not three, but 4 corrections, legal corrections. Not to mention what they did at that debate, where once again, they tried to fact check only one side, and then when their fact checks got fact checked, they cowered. They cowered in fear. I mean, this is a pattern with them.
But look, what did it take for us to get to the point of an apology? We had to threaten a lawsuit, Jesse. And by the way, we're still entertaining it. We're talking to some of the best lawyers out there that are experts in this. And as you know, these things can be very complicated. There's a lot of facts and circumstances around it. But we're not going to let this go, because you should not be able to smear 5,000 high school and college kids and then just be able to walk away with.
Buckle up for a TV moment so wild it'll make your jaw drop. Now picture this: Whoopi Goldberg, daytime TV's reigning queen, caught in a firestorm so intense it turned The View into a battleground of epic proportions. This wasn't just drama, it was a full-on clash of titans, sparked by an unexpected duo who brought the heat and left the studio in stunned silence. Get ready to dive into the chaos.
Charlie Kirk's the founder and CEO of Turning Point USA and the author of the new book, The College Scam. So Charlie, do you accept The View's apology?
I mean, regardless of whether or not I accept it, the question is, do our students accept it? That's really what's at heart here. They went after our 5,000 students at our event there, of high school and college kids. And look, I get attacked all the time. People say false things. I'm a public figure. But when you go after 16 and 17-year-olds that travel from across the country, that then have to live for the rest of their life with a shadow over...
Because this is the meltdown everyone's buzzing about. Whoopi Goldberg, perched atop her talk show throne, was serving her usual blend of bold takes and fiery flair on The View. 1 minute, she's commanding the stage, tossing out opinions like confetti at a parade, each one landing with the confidence of a viral tweet. The next, she's blindsided, her cool unraveling faster than a reality show plot twist. What triggered this chaos? None other than Charlie Kirk and Megyn Kelly, 2 heavyweights who teamed up to deliver a verbal knockout, so sharp it could have sliced through a cable news ticker. It all started with Whoopi's latest on-air spiel, a whirlwind of passionate rants that spun like a verbal slot machine, spitting out everything from wild analogies to hot takes that had producers sweating behind the scenes. The View isn't just a show anymore. It's a high-stakes circus where nuance gets the boot and Whoopi's the ringmaster, referee, and star all at once. She'd dish out her truths with the swagger of someone who's read half a headline and turned it into a TED Talk.
They're disgusting. She's Anna Navarro in your wildest imagination. You could never solo host a show. You will only ever make it as part of an ensemble, and you could never hope to achieve the success that Tucker Carlson has. So you can sit in your little cheap seats all day long and enjoy your little negative henpecking, but your careers are going nowhere, and Tucker is about to dominate in whatever space he goes to.
Whoopi, leaving audiences hooked and critics fuming. Enter Charlie Kirk, storming in like a digital warrior fresh from the X algorithm. Known for shredding what he calls elite nonsense, Kirk zeroed in on Whoopi's latest segment with the precision of a laser-guided missile. This wasn't a casual clapback, it was a full-scale takedown, complete with clips, tweets, and podcast rants that hit the internet like a viral tsunami. Kirk didn't just call her out, he turned her words into a masterclass on why talk show. Hot takes don't always hold up. By the time he was done, even the studio lights seemed to dim in embarrassment. But the real plot twist? Megyn Kelly stepping in with the calm, cutting energy of a courtroom closer. Where Kirk swung like a sledgehammer, Kelly dissected Whoopi's rant with surgical precision, peeling back every layer of her argument and labeling it out of touch, with a smirk that could freeze a trending hashtag. Together, they didn't just throw shade, they flipped the entire spotlight, leaving Whoopi looking like she'd just read a 1-star review of her own vibe. The queen of clapbacks was suddenly speechless.
They needed to do that, Jesse, is because if they told their audience the truth, that when gas is the most expensive it's been, flights are super expensive, that 5,000 kids decided to spend a weekend in summer traveling across the country to go hear from conservative speakers, maybe the audience of The View would think twice about all of their ideas. That's why they felt so compelled to try to smear our wonderful summit this last week.
And whoop, her signature eye roll replaced by a wide-eyed stare as the cameras kept rolling. This wasn't a random flare-up. It was a slow burn feud that finally erupted. Whoopi's been dancing on the edge of chaos for weeks. Her segment's a minefield of unscripted zingers and bold claims. The View has morphed into a glitzy echo chamber, where Gucci scarves and lofty opinions drown out the everyday voices Kirk and Kelly claim to champion. Kirk called it a red carpet fantasy, accusing the show of floating in a zero-gravity bubble, preaching to the masses while sipping overpriced lattes. Kelly doubled down, framing Whoopi's takes as a masterclass in Hollywood's disconnect from reality. The fallout? Pure pandemonium. Whoopi's reaction wasn't just a bad day, it was a daytime soap opera implosion, minus the cheesy soundtrack. Picture her, usually unshakable, looking like she'd just been served a viral meme of her own words. But the internet ate it up, with X posts and YouTube clips screaming Whoopi humiliated.
You know, in Monday's conversation about Turning Point USA, I put the young people at the conference in the same category as the protesters outside. And I don't like it when people make assumptions about me, and it's not any better when I make assumptions about other people, which I did. So, my bad. I'm sorry. Okay. So,
Kirk and Kelly's takedown trended harder than a celebrity scandal. This was no ordinary TV moment, it was a cultural cage match. And Whoopi was caught in the crossfire. So what do you think? Did Whoopi deserve the roast? Or did Kirk and Kelly go too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you love the drama, and subscribe for more breakdowns of TV's wildest moments. Don't miss out. Hit that bell to stay in the loop.